All right, it's another amazing edition of the show, The Banter, and I am super excited to be here today again. My name is Grace Komolafe, yes, and I'm glad to have these amazing guys and my partner. Yes, just the both of us, babe. But it's okay. It's okay. We are glad to be here. Jovi, what's up?
Well, everything nice and decent, yeah, man. What's up with you?
I'm
Davis,
good.
what's up,
Let me join you.
Nigeria?
I'm good, Jovi. I'm good. I'm good. You know, how you doing too? Okay, so Delight, what's up?
Yeah, it's a good thing to be on a platform where you can express your own opinion.
Yeah.
It's not everyone that has a privilege
Very
to
true.
be seen on live TV.
Igarashi King. See, bragging. All right, the Easy Baba, what's up?
Hi guys, it's amazing to be on this show today, and it promises to be as robust and interesting as usual.
As
Welcome.
usual.
Just call me Easy Boy. You don't need to. Everything about me is
This guy
easy.
and him
So,
and
so easy.
his own is a fizzy, as in
Easy. Everything about me.
always packaging, always in a fizzy. When I not throw it, ayo, you get baby. Okay, and my partner in the house. He can do what?
Don't let me finish.
Should I help you do
So,
advert?
no. Don't let me finish so I don't put myself in.
It's better. Don't put yourself in trouble because we won't take it easy. What's up, babe?
Hi guys, it's so great to be here. It's so
Yes.
great to be among
Yes.
you guys, seated among you guys. Don't worry, it's going to be a dragging.
No, we don't need to drag, babe.
We are going to drag on
We
this
don't- we
because
don't
trust me, this
we don't-
topic is.
We don't need to drag. All right, guys, thank you very much. We are here. Like Israel would say, if you are ready, we are ready. So I promised yesterday we're going to take on some comments from social media. I'm here to fulfill my words. Yes, take me for my words. So, you know, yesterday we spoke about one of the topics, one of the reaction we want to quickly touch is the 300 SUV Prado from House of Representatives to its members for, being bought for 130 million naira. Let me not mix that up. So, we've got reactions, and this person said, if we are all, he said we are all hypocrites. If you are in their shoes, you will do same. Can you reject 130 million car a year? Okay, so that's that. Now Kelvin talk that one.
I'll reject it.
Now Kelvin talk now Kelvin. Okay, so Kelvin, well, maybe till then, offer me first. Then I would know if I'll reject it or not. Okay, so another person said, does it mean that these legislatives don't have a car they used before now? And then what happens to the car when they leave? If you ask me,
Exactly.
now who I go ask?
But I know
Okay,
before,
that's
before,
a
they can,
friend,
before they can get it, they have some level of money.
Oh,
they
sorry,
have
okay,
money.
I'm mixing it
so
up.
why can't they use the car
Okay,
they were using before? Why?
Okay,
Must they buy a new car?
this is Lekon's
Okay.
comment. Lekon, this is Lekon's comment. Okay, so, and I will take that of Afreta. Afreta said, it's, okay, let me look at that. Okay, she said, we too, they waste money for this country. Waiting, then they protect, safe. So, you know, of course, it's a bulletproof car, right? And I guess that was why they had to go for that, which is that expensive. But Afreta is saying that
Do they need,
waiting, then they
don't need
protect.
bulletproof
Gone.
car, at least.
There is a waste of money. Okay, so and lastly we have okay, so this person said it would have been better if they patronize Nigeria-made products, and this is black. Okay, all right. So
Black.
yes, Director Black.
Yeah.
That's his name, Director Black. Okay, so he said it would have been better if they patronized Nigerian-made product. I quite agree with you. In fact, 100%,
Yes.
I agree with
Because
you.
they will be pulling back the money into the economy.
Do you
That's what
understand? And that's it. All right, guys, we are moving on. Promise fulfilled. And today we are still on government. Yes. It's like this week we're just going to be dealing with, you know, issues around government. This time around, the federal government have come out to say that there is no money anywhere, that they are just managing to pay salaries. And of course, they also went further to call on non-governmental organizations, that's NGO, to help the government to cover spaces, that they could, whichever place where you feel up. make you feel up. So, and that is what we want to start this conversation with. We want to look around it. When federal government comes out to say that, hey, listen, we don't have money, we are just managing to, we're just struggling to pay salaries. I mean, but we just had a conversation anyway. I mean, I just read some reactions to a conversation we had yesterday on this show talking about buying 300 SUV, Prado, for 130 million naira each. And we say we don't have money. We're struggling to pay salaries. And even at that level, you see that some of them, their salary are between that million, billion, you know. While these people that they are struggling to pay their money as civil servants, that's probably they are under the thousand naira. Guys, let's react. I don't even know who to call first. Let's start with Easy Bobo. It vex. Why it vex?
Okay, so let's go with Amaka. I will give
No, let's start with Chibadepara. No, talk with her, no like it.
Okay, so I believe that I want to go with what the government is saying as regards this. Oh, really? I've once worked with a person who has a business, run business, and I know how difficult, how tasking it is for salaries to be paid. I want to bet it with you as soon as it is 15th of that month, CEOs and owners of business begin to have sleepless nights just to pay salaries. But then the concern is, are there not things on ground, are there not resources on ground that could pay this salary? Another thing is this, if the government comes out to say, okay, we don't have money, we are struggling to pay salary, it means they are paying salary, just that they are struggling. Please let us get them well. Okay. It is not that
they are not saying they are owing.
Exactly, they are not saying they are owing. They said they are struggling to pay salary. So when we see government officials come out to tell the truth, sometimes we should give it to them.
Okay.
We should give it to them
they
to an extent. The truth. Because no, what I'm saying is this. What I'm saying is this. They say something and they are doing it. Now, I think some weeks ago the government is added something to the salaries of federal government staff, that 35,000.
Yes.
Well, I'm
yes.
not sure yet.
Yes,
there was a
yes,
25,000.
okay. Yes, but there was
a few hours after.
But wait, the agreement is on ground. What I'm saying is this: calm down about implementation. They have said that at the end of the month that the implementation will come. But my concern is this: this provision was not made in the budget that they are still running. So I guess it's one of the reasons.
So next budget.
What I'm saying is that this increment was not part of the budget that they are still running this year, that the former government started. So when the government comes out to say we are struggling to pay, it might be in this regard that they say, this addition, we don't have much money, but we are struggling to pay.
All right, thank you, Israel. But let me just read briefly the story. So the federal government has said it is facing enormous challenges and revenue deficit in the midst of a growing population. So because we are increasing, right? Okay, so speaking at an event in Abuja on Thursday, the Minister of Budget and National Planning, Atiku Bagudu, said there is no money anywhere in the country and that the government is just managing to pay salaries. So the minister therefore called on non-governmental organizations to help the government to cover the spaces it could not. So that's the story. Juvie, what's your take?
Well, I hope the federal government is honest. Sometimes when you see consistently how that the government had said so much, and when we go back, we see something else. A few days ago, they want to proposing to buy SUVs. There's no money, right? Our population is growing. What do we do with our reserves? What have we been doing with our reserve? We are import dependent or import driven economy. We're not looking at improving the manufacturing sector, supporting the SMEs and all that. We do so much backing and no biting eventually. So it gives, even if the government was true with this, people still would, it's Nigerian government.
Because of the other areas we see, the things we see they do,
So, if the government would cut down on excessive unnecessary spending, I mean, even around the federal government, around the federal capital territory, around the legislatures, the senators, cut down on excessive. Let's even know where the problem is. Let's deal with insecurity. Why do you need armored vehicles driving in your country?
Okay, so let's have Amaka. Amaka, why are you burning?
This
You're
is
frowning.
misplaced priority to me. Let's link it to our previous topic of them buying armored SUV vehicle worth 130 million naira. Where are you going to get that money from, first of all? When you're saying that you're managing to pay salary. And secondly, you don't come out to talk about sensitive issues like this. What do you want them to do? How do you want people to process this message now? Most of all these federal workers. How do you want them to process it?
But they are not owing them.
Yes, they're not owing them, but how you say you're managing? That means one day you may run out of managing to pay people salary. Like seriously, one day you could just run out of managing to pay those workers salary.
Okay.
So to me, it's called misplaced priorities. And those NGO, how do you want them to fill in those gaps? Where did they get their money from?
So probably the big
non-governmental organization.
Okay.
We have oil refinery. Make it work. We plant our own produce.
I think government is also trying. For
to
example, they've
generate
been
money
really
for
speaking
ourselves.
on this Ajaokuta steel.
Ajaokuta
One thing to
Ajaokuta is a white elephant. It's been gulping resources. Nothing is happening. It's Ajaokuta.
So
nothing.
let's come to Delight. Delight, what do you have to say to this? And in addition, with the fact that we know that there are ghost workers in most government parastatals, so and they still pay these people. So what do you have to say?
They are managing to pay. Managing.
Well, we first and foremost have to understand that our debt crisis is increasing by the year. Every year it keeps on going up. Currently, I think we're about 80 trillion plus or thereabouts in terms of debt. And even our budget that was released when the proposed budget that Tinubu's government is planning to implement, about a quarter of it was used to service debt. And so you need to understand from the place where they are coming from. I'll just quickly paint a scenario to you. If a month I'm earning 10,000 naira and I'm having a debt of 1 million naira to pay back, and you are expecting me to take care of my brother's children, is going to be very, very difficult.
Of course.
Normally, it's supposed to be my responsibility, but having a debt of 1 million naira, I will still have to feed myself. I will still have to feed my children under me and everything. It's going to be very difficult for me to do that. So you are having a government in that kind of situation now. Now you are having a whole lot of, the debt we are having is more than what we can even produce, or is more than our income as a nation. So I don't see any logical reason why they will want to spend excessively. I don't know if you're understanding me.
Okay. So for you, you said you don't see any reason why they would want to spend.
So I understand.
So how about that of the Prado SUV?
No, it's a proposal. It's not approved.
For them to have proposed a vehicle, purchasing a vehicle of 130 million for each person.
The same way everybody sees that government has money, they know how much is there. They know that there's money, but they know what is the project. So
would that be coming from the purse?
So it's definitely going to pass. It's definitely going to pass the table of the president. So let's watch and see if the president is going to approve that.
Let me even chip in this.
Okay.
I think the legislative arm of government, they have their own budget.
Okay.
So if they impute that in their budget, I think it's left for them. And do you know that these people, they are our product? We voted for them. We support them. When they come to our various institutions,
How many Nigerians even knew who they were voting for?
No,
they were all.
Okay, I agree with you.
Some of you voted on social media. You didn't even go out to vote.
So how do you vote on social media?
No, what I'm saying is that they stayed at home. They allow people who are not supposed to be there
Even the ones that went to the...
What I'm saying is
so they just stay on social media.
Israel.
And they can blab on social media without coming physically to vote.
So meaning
But
that
aside,
Even the ones that went
they
to
are
did
our
not
the
vote.
products.
polling
They are our products.
Yes,
units. How
yes.
many of them knew who they were voting
Voting
for?
Exactly.
As the House of Rep.
How
or
many
the
of them did not
Senate?
even collect money?
How many of them you just saw? Maybe you were so into Labour Party, you just pick
Okay.
Labour
Yes.
Party throughout.
All right, so on this issue, well, it is what it is. Let's just do our 10 seconds each. Speak to it, what you want to say to the government, and we move. We'll come back to you, and we'll go this way. Let's have it.
Well, the truth of, if you don't like the government, you need to have full details of what you want to pick before you go and pick another person. Because now most of you don't understand that there's a system, there's a way Nigeria works. It's not everything we blame. The president can only do little. It can't be everywhere. So there are systems that are already on ground. So if you are going to be picking someone who is going to lead you, you also have to be conscious of the people you pick around him, people who will support him, and people who will be able to make the system work.
Good decisions.
Now,
People that will be able to make good
definitely,
decisions
because
with him.
I give you a scenario. We will look at the COVID period when Buhari was shouting that he gave palliative. How many of us believed him? It was not up to
Until they
months
started
after
breaking
that we
those
started
warehouses.
seeing warehouses where chiefs, senators, so it's not only the president. People also who are around the seat. And most time we just classify them as government. Everyone is government.
Okay.
Whether you are
Thank you.
sitting in position or you are not sitting
All
in a
right,
position,
all right, thank
you
you.
are the
Let's have
government.
Israel.
Okay, so every one of us here, we ask us, do we have money? What are we going to say? We say we don't have money, but yet we eat, we change our phones, we change our pouches, we do all those
I've
things.
not changed my phone.
You change your hair, you don't have money, you change your hair. So when somebody comes out to say we are struggling to do something,
It doesn't mean they don't
it
have
doesn't
at
mean
all.
they don't have it. But you can't expect them to just come and say, there is money. There is money, or to start spending lavishly. No. I think we should also put that in perspective. And we should know that this government has put in a lot of palliative, just like you have said. When they came, since they've come in, they are putting some palliatives, you understand? And another thing that the previous governments are owing, in fact, they are owing some people, and this government is doing all it can to pay. I think at this time, my suggestion would have been, rather than him coming out to say this directly, he should look for a way to address the situation. And I'm very sure that, especially we press men, when we go to event like this, we won't pick the real thing. Now
You
this
press
one,
men.
yes, that's
You
what I
press
say.
men.
We will pick, that will gain traction from the people. That is what we will pick. The good thing, the plans of the government that were said, they
will
will
not be
say
put
it.
there.
So
Okay.
this is very
All right,
important.
thank you. Let's come to Jovi.
September, student loan. I haven't seen
He
it.
kept hammering on it.
I haven't. Eco Rice had the capacity to feed Lagosians. I don't know how many of you have been eating Eco Rice. So when you say government says stuff and people doubt it, and you feel those people don't have the right, I don't think you're being fair to the people. Government has said so much. We'll hit the ground running. We've been running. How
No, we
many
are still
countries
running.
are depending on palliative?
We're still running.
Why do we have to share it hand to hand? There are better
There are
ways.
better ways.
If local government areas, I don't know how much revenue local government areas generate. Let's even start from the state before I even go to the federal government. I don't know. I've been to local government council. There is nothing. There is one across. If you go there, they are just waiting to close and go back home. There is nothing they are doing there.
Agbero collect on the road, goes to the local government.
I'm not saying sack. I'm not saying sack.
I'm just saying.
He didn't say
Julie,
that.
the revenue
I've not
alone.
mentioned
I was listening
that.
to the director of policy and research, and he was talking about something of how a friend that told him how much local government generates from tax that they collect from bus conductors
What's the
alone.
effectiveness of this tax
Okay,
collection?
so let's
So local government collects
It's
tax.
okay.
Now,
It's
do you?
okay.
Now listen.
Because of our time.
You've gone to an area which you don't have expertise. You don't even have facts. All right.
No,
now
I'm speaking from what I know.
listen. I'm saying, how much does a local government workers? How much revenue do they generate? When you say Lagos State government, the Agberos, how much do they return? Do we have facts about how much they get? And those people that get those boys on the street, they keep marking vehicles they get from motorcycle operators. How much do they actually, can we have?
Do they remit?
How much do they remit
Data.
to the states? And so when you go to the federal government, it's almost about the same thing. Cut down on, let's digitize some things, reduce the number. I'm not saying eventually people will go out of the system. But when new people are coming in, make it more digital.
Yeah.
Let's have how much we are generating. Let's see when we'll cut down on loopholes.
I
Do you
disagree
get what I'm saying?
All right,
disagree
thank you,
with that.
Juby. Let's have
I know we
Amaka.
might have incurred some debt from the previous government.
Not that we might have, obviously.
We have.
Okay, I know we have.
We have debt.
We have incurred some debt,
You know.
from the previous government down to this one, and we are still incurring more. Now, have it at the back of your mind that these people are civil servants working. You're managing to pay them salary. It's understandable. We don't know where the country's money is going into, what they're trying to do, how they're trying to put things in place for the economy to grow, right? But if you want to bring out message like this, according to what Israel says, we are pressmen. Sometimes we take out the message that we want to use and trend. This is how you configure this kind of message so that it will seem like panic.
But what's the role of the press?
Okay.
It will seem like
because of
panic.
because of our time,
Now,
we are not delving into
what
that.
is your role?
Let me tell you, actually, if we see that we are going to
if
come
you are
out.
informing people,
Yes.
you should inform them well,
Oh,
not
hold
inform them
on.
on what they
Hold
want
on.
to
Yeah,
hear.
Hold
Where
on.
I saw this
Because
news.
Hold on.
press,
Can we
are
please
also
hold
part
on?
of the-
Like you asked the question,
where?
the role of the press. Probably we'll do an in-depth analysis of that. But trust me, we are meant to pass information.
Where I
We are meant
first
to
saw this
educate
news,
people.
eh?
We are meant to enlighten people. We are meant to entertain people, right? And this is one of it. Bringing out an information like this is one of it. For you, you are saying that that is the area that most of the pressmen will pick, such that will
Yes,
trend and
can't
all of
we
that.
focus-
Are you saying that this is the only information that is online in all of the conversations
regards-
they had in the statement of the minister on that day?
Wait,
would you say that he
Do
said
you know-
a lot?
do you know the reason- do you
We
know the
are
reason-
just bringing our conversation
Do you know the
around
reason
this.
why this? Do you know
That does
the
not
reason
necessarily
why
mean
this
that was
becomes the
everything that was
headline? Do you know the
captured.
reason why
He said a lot,
Wait,
a
wait,
whole
wait.
lot.
What I'm saying is this: why
That
would
was
they
the
pick?
striking thing
Why
that
would they
got their
pick this
attention most.
as the headline? Why?
Okay, so
Because they knew
Exactly.
would you please
They are
just
playing
wrap
on
up?
your
Because of
intelligence.
our time. No,
It's
no,
not-
no, no.
it's
your
not-
intelligence.
No, 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 we do not agree.
They want to
We
generate
do not
traffic.
agree. We do
It's
not
not
agree.
peculiar to Nigeria.
Alone,
Let's
yes.
get the facts. It's not peculiar to
Honestly,
Nigeria.
okay, so let's
That is not peculiar.
Can you
to
wrap up?
Nigeria.
Okay.
Hamas and Israel, what is the story?
That is not developmental journalism.
We are
Go
not
to
saying-
Soap News. They will tell you how to
We
report
are
news.
not saying
Station
reporting.
have a way.
Everybody has
Every
a bench.
station
We
have
all
a way
have
they
got
are
our biases.
structured
We
to
have
send
our
out
biases.
information.
Developmental journalism is what we need
Okay,
at
that's
this
all
point
right.
in time.
Okay, thank you very
Not
much.
just generating
Thank
traffic.
you, thank you. Yes, you've made your point. Thank you very much.
I'll
Can you please wrap up?
Please, let's stop spending extravagantly. Please, I beg you. Please. Nigeria is owing enough for us to be spending extravagantly.
Thank you.
Biko.
All right, thank you very much. So thank you guys. They've said it all. Anyway, that's our opinion. We'll come here to air our opinion on each topic we'll bring on the table. Trust me. And that's to the best of our ability. You can go online, listen, watch, and let's hear your own view. Add your comment, what you think it is. So like Israel rightly said, we speak to developmental issue. And I think this is actually one of it. Depends on the angle he is seeing it from. Because when you come out to speak to issues like this, you better help the government to know how to probably channel information to the people. You understand? And that's it. And of course, it will also help people to look at, okay, like those working in the government parastatals, they look at what they are doing correctly, what they are not doing correctly, how they can be of support to the government to make the country's economy grow collectively. It's a collective effort, you know. It's a collective effort. So I want to say on this note, thank you guys. We'll be going on a short break. And when we come back, we'll just go straight into the next topic. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. We are back, okay, and we are going straight to the next topic. Let me tell you, when we went on that short break, they were just bantering and arguing and bantering. Well, we are back. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. The next topic, we'll be looking at President Tinubu's withdrawals of nomination of this young engineer, Kashim Imam, as FERMA chairman. So, I will read briefly. President Bola Tinubu has directed the withdrawal of the nomination of engineer Kashim Imam, to serve as the chairman of the board of directors of the Federal Roads Maintenance Agency, FERMA. The president's withdrawal of the above-mentioned nomination is directed with immediate effect. That one they call immediate alacrity. So all other appointments to the board and executive management team of FERMA are not affected by this directive. The appointment was said to have generated concerns, with many saying he lacked the required experience for the job. So we are picking it up from there. A lot of people have come out to say, oh, probably because he's lacking the required experience. I mean, it's just a young chap, 24 years old, becoming the chairman of board of directors of FERMA.
Federal Roads. How about that, Allah?
Let me leave it to him. Let me leave it to him. Let me leave it to him. Go ahead.
Don't dry. Don't rust.
I understand the fact that we say let the young also get in.
Yes.
Fresh graduates.
Yes.
How about that, Allah?
But not at this
How
level,
many
right?
experience does he have there?
I mean, this is, how do you explain it?
Okay,
Even for you to work in some, they tell you 5-year experience.
Experience. Not to talk of taking him to that level. No, but he actually has a bit of experience, so I'm going to share with him.
Roads.
Okay.
If it's a when they were posting the news, when he was newly appointed,
I'm only reading the information I have.
When he was
You've already started.
Oh, okay.
So we are coming to you now.
Okay, so
Don't swallow me.
I want to salute the government.
Okay.
Whichever way they might have come up to nominate this young chap.
For even identifying with the youth,
Identify with
the
youth.
very core youth.
We give it to you.
Bosa.
Sincerely speaking, for me.
Yeah.
You say I.
Okay, I give it to you. Okay, so I give it to the process
government.
that even nominated him.
Okay.
Now, why I will not focus more on when the age, with whether.
Give it back to the process that removed him. Give it back to them that removed him.
Calm down now.
Wait, there's a process.
Calm down.
Wait,
Calm
there's
down.
a process.
Was there blindness?
Wait.
Nominated him.
Calm down. Let's allow him.
All right, let me
We'll
allow
swallow
you.
him here.
So let's have you.
I have my 10 seconds.
Okay, let's go.
While I will not dwell much on the processes that brought him in or removed him, I want to give it to the government for nominating him in the first place. Okay. Now, recently we had the news in Dubai. Let me read this. Because when we begin to talk, I love it when we talk with
evidence, do a research, backups.
In Dubai, let me read this story. Previously, Shama Al-Mazuri was the UAE Minister of State for Youth Affairs. She took the position in 2016 at the age of 22.
Okay.
Calm down.
Hold on.
At the age of 22.
Okay.
So if you as Nigerians are saying because somebody is 24, right?
Yes.
You said the person can't lead.
Graduate.
Then we are first what?
Fresh
He has his second degree.
Yes.
So
it's not so when you say fresh, he has a second degree.
Yes.
So why I will not focus more on the age. I would love to focus more on what he has to bring. There are Nigerian youth, we can do it.
Yeah.
We have the capacity. We just need the environment. We need the enabling environment. It will be wrong.
So how do you know if this guy has it or not?
Which means you don't have.
Okay, so let's come to you.
Let me come in.
Hold on, Amaka, we are coming to you.
Let me come in here.
Okay, 10 more
Let me quickly finish this. Now, if at some point they discover that this person can't do this thing, and the government was bold enough to say we are withdrawing your nomination. That's another thing for me. Wait. That's another thing for me. If a process is wrong, and you start immediately, you identify and you correct it, shouldn't we appreciate that?
The process that even nominated.
Okay,
So for me,
let's have
it's not something.
That's all right.
I'm gonna start this way. He's pondering on Nigerian. He's pondering on Nigerian youth.
Okay.
I wish that in our own small areas, Nigerian youths are. I'm not saying that some are not doing excellently
well. Can do more.
Based on morality in around the money area.
Okay.
So we know how far some Nigerian youths have gone in that kind of area. Well, I'm just going to say this. No matter what it is, experience is still key in what we do in Nigeria. Now you can talk about that UAE guy based on UAE is developed. They are not having the kind of corruption issues. There are corruption everywhere. But Nigeria's own is deep
of corruption
down to the root. When I mean deep down to the root, deep even to the common man on the street. No matter how we are arguing, I was arguing before we went on this second break, and I was telling what's his name, Juvie, that the reason why there are agberos on the road is because people who are supposed to pay tax do not come and pay tax. Even the so-called ones that they are collecting their money automatically, you see them grumble when they receive their money. And then with overtime, they get used to it. Assuming they were giving that money, the so-called, if they are earning 100,000, they were giving the whole 100,000. How many of them will use their leg to go and pay tax?
Okay.
So it's because of all these little loopholes. That's where all this small corruption takes advantage of us. Assuming people were going to pay tax, agberos will not be on the road.
Back to the
so now that's the issue. That's what I'm trying to say. That we are having a person who is not experienced in. Do you know how the system will so eat him up? They will eat. Look at how many federal roads they have given this thing. What do you call it? I'll give you an example. They've been doing Otedola Bridge since 90s. Do you know since when they've been giving bills to senators for the project? They completed, if you can, that's close to 20 years now, and they just finished it this year. So I don't know if you're understanding what I'm saying. Now you are
bringing a young chap.
a young chap who you don't know his background.
Let's have Amaka. Hold on. Just hold on. Let's have Amaka.
Nepotism.
Amaka, let's have your take.
I'm sorry, just
A quick one.
Yes.
Well, I see what's his name, Tinubu, trying to put in people he knows that will not be easily used by the so-called system that they say that Nigeria has. You know, when you talk about fighting corruption, people will tell you that, the system will not allow him, the system will not allow. So now, putting that kind of young chap there, you know that he's going to be a robot to one of the big godfathers. Now, you're talking about FERMA, Federal Maintenance of Federal Road Maintenance. Do you know how much they collect to just maintain the road? Do you know how much will go missing if the wrong person is put in there?
Okay, so thank you. Let's have Amaka.
I'm so happy that the government is identifying with the youth to take up such responsibility. Is something that I cannot even phantom. No, I'm just saying,
just hold on.
I'm just saying, they had this idea of identifying with the youth to take up this kind of responsibility. I keep saying it. What are the procedure? Did you check this person's resume? Is the person capable of handling this post? How do you think the youth is going to identify with him?
Sorry, I have a question.
No, wait.
How
do you think because I know most people that are kicking against this are the youth. How do you think they will identify with him when we don't even know nothing about him? We know nothing about this person.
And then I want to read.
I thought that federal government have level in which they promote people to top positions.
No, he's a first class.
You don't have an experience in this field.
There's what they call level 1, level.
Okay, so let's allow Amaka have a take.
You don't have an experience in this field, and then you just woke up woman and they appointed you to come
federal
and be.
roads.
No, Haba.
Not even
according to
community.
Haba.
Okay,
Okay, so I want to read this. Right? I don't know if that's what Juve was also reading earlier. Or let me just allow you to read it, Juve.
No, please go ahead.
Okay, so Imam Ibrahim Kashim Imam was born on December 27th, 1998. That makes 24 years. He holds a first-class degree in mechanical engineering from Britain University and has also obtained a master's degree in engineering management from Sim University. And in 2022, he completed his National Youth Service Corps NYSC program and served as a former special assistant to the current Minister of Works and former Ebonyi State Governor, David Umahi. His father is Kashim Ibrahim Imam, who currently serves as the chairman of the Tertiary Education Trust Fund, TED Fund. In the past, Imam's father ran for the position of governor in Borno in 2003 and 2007, representing the people's. Anyway, I don't think we need this information. We don't need this.
Nepotism. You don't have this. There's a problem with us.
Who is talking?
Nepotism. I'm the one talking. This is a hint of nepotism in the first place. He did school in Nigeria.
Yeah.
Are there not youths? Millions that are well qualified for this role.
That graduated with first class.
With first class. Do you know how many first class graduates we churn out every year? and are competent, but will not get a job until you have 5 years experience. But you will nominate, you will nominate someone, chairman or board of.
Let's not even talk about. Let's
not
talk about the first class aspect. Now, the reason why civil service have this promotion standards and it's because of the years of experience. Now, where is that in this kind of situation?
From stage zero to the up.
Probably have never traveled Nigeria road before. From let's say from Abuja to Lagos.
Okay. Let's come back to
Lagos.
Let's come back to Israel. Let's come back to Israel.
So
Israel is tired. It's okay. Let's have it.
I think for me, I will still give it to the government, sincerely speaking. Now, you are telling me that because a youth does not study in Nigeria, then wait, just calm down. That because he did not study in Nigeria, so he should not be qualified, right? One, that is noted. Now listen. According to reports, there is this lady, a 400 level student of UI.
Yes.
Calm down now. Calm down. Oriri Agbaje, a 400 level economic student of the University, has been appointed by President Bola Tinubu as a member of the presidential committee. Can we just calm down?
That's a step.
Can we just calm down?
Remember, we know the story. We know the story now.
Now, let me not use the word I want to use, but the fact is that for government, whichever way that has brought this, calm down.
We are not against the government.
Chairman of board of directors.
Chairman
of board of directors.
It's okay. Let's bring it down. Let's tone it down.
People that you put there, do they work?
Break it down.
Your 50-year-old people you put there, are they work?
Okay. We want to go on a short break.
We are the same youth that we shout that the government did not recognize us. We are not even united. We don't love ourselves.
Guys, we want to go on a short break.
Especially with the youth.
Can we?
We don't.
No, you should check it
Amaka.
out. Sorry, but check it out, seriously.
I'm not checking anything out.
Okay, so I actually wanted us to go on a short break, but I think we can continue from here. We just have like 3 to 4 minutes more to wrap up. Let's do.
Sorry, can I just?
No.
Let's do.
Israel is getting our points wrong.
Hold on.
Very
So
wrong.
hold on.
We are not saying.
Hello.
We are not
Can we calm down? You want me to go on a break? Thank you, guys, and we come to the end of the show. Thank you. Hello.
Imagine you had a company.
Take.
Will you be happy?
Imagine you had a company and you're a board of directors.
If you
You
get
just
a
spend
promotion
1 to 2
today,
years work for
Amaka, calm down. I don't cross. Amaka.
You check it.
Calm down. You want to
Okay
cross?
with it.
Amaka, calm down.
Let's
Calm down. You want to cross the table?
Let's be objective. Let's be
Okay,
objective
that's okay.
about our views.
Order now.
So let's be objective.
Hold on.
I'm with this.
I'm still in charge. Guys,
Chairman of the
it's
board of
okay,
directors.
Juvi.
It's a slap.
They have removed him. They have removed him now. So what are you going to do?
Guys, behind the camera, can we just come to the end of the show? I think they've all made their point. Thank you,
Mind
guys.
you, Juvi, this is what we are talking about. Connection.
Connection.
Don't make that kind of mistake. It's a very open mistake.
Okay, so okay, thank you very much. Do we want to take our 10 seconds each, or we just come to the end of the show?
10 seconds.
Hold on. Let's start from the line. Please, 10 seconds.
Okay.
Please be objective.
Don't beat around the bush.
You see that I was the one that was the most quiet when they were doing that.
Oh!
But by the way, what I'm just letting Israel know is that we are not against the government. These are the kind of things we are addressing every day. It's the contribution of each and every one of us that leads to where we are in this nation. Now, I can tell you that this job, the way the headline reads itself, I can tell you that this job was done by connection. Because how was it announced on 18th and 20? We are looking at the whole. It's because there's someone who was up there so that this is not right. What we are addressing here is not government. It is the people who are called the system that have worked this out. Someone who wants to chop money is the one that is put. When you put a figurehead there, what do you expect?
A figure job.
Yeah.
okay, so let's get to it.
Okay, so while I appreciate the government for the people, the process that nominated, and maybe at some point they discovered that this was an error or a mistake, and they came out to withdraw the name. Yes. I want to say that Nigerian youth, regardless of our age, regardless of where we studied, we can do better. True. We are doing it. I've seen 22-year-old Nigerian youth owns a company, run it without having any connection. So when you tell us that we can't do certain things, I begin to think, but it baffles me. If we youth are now saying because it's so age, it cannot perform. The elders that we have put there, we are the one clamoring that we need change. We want them to move away. We are the leaders of tomorrow. Now this is the tomorrow. And if maybe by mistake or by anything, a youth is coming
by divine orchestration.
Exactly, a youth is coming in. I think it is something that is worthwhile, but we can do better. We can do better.
It's okay. You've had your take. Amaka, let's say.
A youth coming in that is well experienced in that sector, yes, we are not against it.
Your minister of
yes, allow her, let's have a take.
A youth coming that is well experienced in that sector, we are not against it.
Okay.
Chairman, board of director, people check it. But my guy said, mark by me. You yourself, chairman, board of. If you say no, Kwanu.
If you collect director, there's nothing here. If you collect a director of one of the positions in the office here,
right. You need to do things right. Sometimes some things are glaring to the eye that you cannot just hide.
Okay, thank you.
That is why we're here. It is it's a disgrace to Nigerian schools with the number of first-class, well-trained graduates we turn out every year. Then you brought someone
who studied outside. Is
that
allow him. Just allow him.
I smell rats. His father, there is nepotism in all this. There is the connection that, like Delight was saying, this is wrong. If you couldn't look within, we should localize local way of dealing. This guy, I bet you, had never traveled from Abuja to Lagos by road before.
But Abuja is too far, or to Lagos.
And you want to make him chairman of board of directors.
Okay, so your take. So
please, Nigeria,
it's okay, your take.
We can do better than this. Federal government, we can do. You shouldn't have waited for public outcries before you did what. But now, how did this thing scale through in the first place?
All right. Thank you, Judy. Thank you, Delight. Thank you, Israel. Thank you, Amaka. Wow. Someone almost hit me with something today, but it's okay. I did not. I was giving you one to hit me now so that we can move on. All right, guys. Thank you very much for your honest contributions, and I want to believe that it will get to the appropriate channel and they would see that we are making a lot of sense here. We don't just come here to joke, really. We come to air our opinion, and trust me, those opinions matters. They are key words that we know they can reshape policies, they can form, decisions, influence your decisions and all of that. So if you ask me, well, it's not a shame. Let's get this right, that we are not picking someone from Nigerian's institution, a graduate from our institution, because this person is a Nigerian. There's nothing wrong with you going outside the country to study and decide to come back to do stuffs in your country. Yes, no, I understand the fact that there are also qualified people.
Overqualified.
Yes, I agree, but that is not to say that that person coming from the outside or outside university as doing so makes it a shame on Nigerian institution. No, I disagree with that completely, right? So, but then I want to say that let's do things correctly. Let's do it right. Look, I appreciate the fact that the government picked a very young chap, 24 for crying out loud.
Son of a politician,
well, it doesn't matter.
It does.
It doesn't matter.
It does.
What is important is that, can you allow me, or we just call it a day?
Sorry about it, but it does.
Okay, so either he or she is a politician's daughter or son. That person is a youth. So talking about this particular guy, he's a youth, a very young, fresh youth for that matter. So of course we understand that there are procedures and skills.
Grace.
No, I'm not taking extra.
I'm not giving you any extra.
No.
But you are hammering a lot.
No.
Okay.
No, thank you very much.
But you are hammering a lot.
No. Jesus. Oh my goodness. Okay, so I am saying that. Thank you very much. Until tomorrow, have an amazing time out there. Remain Grace Komalafe. Bye.